Have you ever noticed something strange? The moment you start caring more, she starts caring less. At first, everything feels easy. She laughs at your jokes. She replies fast. She seems curious about you. And then something changes. Not suddenly, but slowly. Her messages get shorter. Her attention drifts. And the energy between you feels different. You start thinking about it. Maybe you said the wrong thing. Maybe you texted too much. Maybe you weren't interesting enough. So you try harder. You message first. You show more interest. You give more attention. But instead of fixing the problem, it makes things worse. And that's when confusion turns into frustration. Because in your mind, you're doing the right thing. You're being kind. You're showing effort. You're proving you care. But attraction doesn't grow from effort. It grows from something far more subtle. Energy. You see, people don't just listen to your words. They feel your state. And when your energy quietly says, "I hope you like me," something shifts. Not consciously, but emotionally. Because attraction isn't built on approval. It's built on polarity, on tension, on the feeling that the other person is complete, even without you. That's why the moment you start chasing, the dynamic changes. You move toward her, but she instinctively moves away. Not because she dislikes you, but because the mystery disappears. Curiosity fades when the outcome feels certain. When someone already knows they have your full attention, they stop wondering about it. And attraction lives inside that wondering, inside that quiet question. Why is he different? Think about the most magnetic person you've ever seen walk into a room. He wasn't the loudest. He wasn't begging for attention. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. But somehow, people noticed him. The room felt different around him, not because he demanded attention, but because he didn't need it. That's the power of presence. Real confidence doesn't perform. It simply exists. It's the calm energy of someone who isn't trying to prove anything. And that kind of stillness is rare, because most people are constantly trying to be liked, trying to be impressive, trying to control how others see them. But the moment you stop performing, something powerful happens. You become unpredictable. And unpredictability creates curiosity. Curiosity creates attraction. Now suddenly she starts wondering about you. Why doesn't he chase me? Why does he seem so calm? Why does his attention feel different? And that question stays in her mind long after you leave. Because attraction is rarely about what you say. It's about the emotional space you create. When you're relaxed in your own presence, others feel relaxed around you. When you're comfortable with silence, your silence becomes powerful. And when you stop trying to be chosen, you become the one who chooses. That's the moment the dynamic shifts. Respect appears, curiosity grows, and attraction finally has room to breathe. But there's an important difference here. Not trying doesn't mean pretending not to care. That's just another performance. Real detachment is quieter than that. It's the calm acceptance that your value doesn't depend on anyone's approval. It's knowing that if she stays, that's great. And if she walks away, your life continues exactly the same. That's the energy people feel. Not arrogance, not coldness, but inner stability. And stability is incredibly attractive. Because deep down, everyone is drawn to someone who feels grounded. Someone who doesn't chase validation. Someone who already feels whole. That's why the men who seem effortless often attract the most attention. Not because they're perfect, but because they're not trying to prove they are. So if you want to change the way people respond to you, don't focus on strategies. Don't focus on lines. And don't focus on impressing anyone. Focus on presence. Focus on building a life that feels meaningful to you. Focus on becoming someone who enjoys his own company. Because when you truly stop chasing attention, attention begins chasing you. And that's the paradox most people never understand. Attraction begins the moment you stop trying to create it. It begins the moment your energy says, "I'm already complete." So stop forcing the spark. Stop chasing reactions. And start mastering your presence. Because when your presence becomes powerful enough, you don't need to attract anyone. They feel it before you even say a word. And that's where real attraction begins.